waiting, running the clock down, jump, look for mid control. They don't get it. The fake is made by Gen G, making noise on A, taking space, and they walk into B for free. But post-plant, the idea to just send the 2 players in spawn and they sit there, waiting, running the clock down. John QT couldn't go out and fight with his teammate because he's worried about a flank coming up through heaven. This is a real look for mid.
Investment. 4 players with rifles. Already you're seeing the initial duels being won, and really isolated fights. Like the spike going through the smoke on its own for Karen. That is an uncharacteristic error for someone like him. We've been singing his praises about his positioning, his movement, especially after the switch to Omen. I feel like he was fantastic.
Elbow, here comes the blast pack from Zekin. He's towards the side, picking up Karen, and Celsius had opened up the rest, leaving Meteor alone, doing so much damage. It looks like Munchkin was able to catch an angle, and with the snakebite landed, that's buying a little bit more time. Tens has to run for the hills now. There's no time left with another found. Gen G take the lead. It's not quite a MasterCard Thrifty, but it is a Red Bull clutch. Something I was ready to say today.
Yeah. The good thing for Sentinels fans out there is we have seen mass landslide victories for the side of Sentinels on either side of the map. They have proven it time and time again. Look at their last match versus Loud, 9 rounds. So they can do it. It's not a death sentence, especially if they can get to 4, but...
No. Green's coming back to check their... There's no one and running back. This all makes sense. For Texture to be here, though, oh, they'd have to be ever vigilant to see it, and now he's got an opportunity to trade it back further. It's huge from Texture, completely bamboozling them. 10 seconds left, a nade on the floor, a blast back for the fight, but Zekin still wins it. 5 seconds, they need to plant it now. If they can deny this, it's done on the spot. Karen does well to find one, and there's the follow-up. Gen G with another round, the pistol injecting some rounds and bringing them ever closer to winning Sentinel's map pick.
That is the second
guy in. That's gotta be so frustrating. Even thinking back, he heard the second player running up in heaven. Chance of a third being there very low. Karen, not in danger. In fact, he is in danger. 3 kills. They were close, but well, the numbers advantage doesn't really matter when the judge is firing away like that. The last could have been his, but Texture finds it instead. 1 man lost on Gen G, a fantastic follow-up round.
A 7-round deficit for Sentinels on their best map, the map they chose, and a map that I'll be honest, we did not see Gen G competing in.
I was already looking at Lotus once I saw the veto come up, and no team's been able to shine a light on Sentinels here on Split. A close game is the best you could expect.
Seeing a 7
spot to play from. Meteor tagged, Karen not too healthy either, and the head popped up. It's whack-a-mole for Meteor with both down and only 10 standing. This pistol looks to slip out of Sentinel's hands, and just like that, it falls into Gen G's.
What a start. I love the way that they have come into this matchup. This is a team that many were saying that, oh, they should just ban Split. Oh, them picking Lotus. That would be silly. That's one of their opponent's better maps, but the fact...
Good spot. Here, there's a couple 1v1s available, but that paranoia from Tens, it does a lot of work. John QT's able to clean house. Big kills to have as well. For John QT, this man is now 3 away, I believe. Yeah, 3 away from a Viper's pit. Here, as he doesn't know where these players are. They could have snuck away to anywhere. It could cost him a lot of time on the way back through, but it seems he's relatively confident that they'll play towards the site inside that pit. In fact, the lockdown is going to be used here and now. They have to open the door to run away or emerge from that ult, and the timing. Oh, it was so close to seeing Meteor fall. He catches John QT on the other side of the wall. Celsius is standing and now spotted and taken down. A sensational clutch for Meteor. 3-2 now for Gen G. I am flabbergasted. A 2v4. Both of them had pistols, Tom. As he doesn't know. Thread the needle. They hadn't heard 2 players around this area. They thought that op on the angle was the only thing there, the only element to this defense. And maybe part of that is the Texture ran through the op. Why would he do that? Like, he would only do that surely in their mind if the A side, if he's the last bastion of defense. For a fight, His teammate's miles away. If he goes down, the save call might be made. No, he doesn't go down. In fact, he sends them skyrocketing into this round with Sassy alone. Lakia, you know, he wants to just contain him, make sure he can't cross out to main. And now he might have. Be in the back of his mind. They're split on the angle, and Sassy isolates one the second, right into his crosshair, matching that of Meteor for a Red Bull clutch.
Still a chance, but just look, 2 players already. The Meteor goes through. He spots the majority. They're not, oh, just about. I thought that he might have flicked away. Karen's still here though, but he'll be traded out and back again, leaving it all on to Zekken. 25 seconds left, trying to fake out the plant, but Lakia not wanting to overextend. They've pinged exactly where he is, and Zekken's gonna go hunting, gonna try and take this man down and do exactly that. He's also got a flank coming in from Texture, but already he'll make the realization that this is gonna be a push towards the B site. He's actually gonna go running in, that's the thing. Texture instantly puts the nade, he has to try and stick this, may even go down to it, just 25 HP. But Zekken's still standing, still holding on. Texture just sticking it though. Already gets it to half. And looks to try and bait him in. He's got so much time to play with, and he has to go back! But Zekken lands the shot anyway! It's a back-to-back Red Bull clutch for Sen.
Pretty sure he came out of the first map, yeah, the first half with 2 kills.
2, yeah.
He was quiet, and now he's woken up at such a crucial time for this squad. It's not just the 4 kills. He's 1 hit, and I'm pretty sure his teammate is too.
Bear in mind, that reaction was Texture, the guy who won them the pistol on split by hiding and was
unreal.
He's going to win the fight again. Oh, even look at the spam through. He's done a lot of damage to Karen, but he's just buying time for the rotation.
Oh!
You don't really see plays like this every single day. Sat at the back with the Odin in hand. He's just going to hold the sun on his own. Again, another 4K comes out for the side of Sentinels, and a solo hold of that C site. With his utility, but also with his Odin at the back, hasn't been revealed. Still online, at least for now. Surviving an extra second, and they haven't been able to put the pressure on. Ten's just got another. John QT with 1 more, leaves it all on to Karen. He's on 1 HP, and through the smoke, John QT will close it. We're getting the map 3 we desired, as both teams will win their opponent's map choice.
Convincingly at that 13-7 for Sentinels. They came in with control and they never let go. It was a close fight all the way up to that 7-8 score.
Get rid of it. It's still on.
Early on, yeah, they're not really going to struggle for that all too much.
Definitely got dangerous, but is this man again? Coming alive exactly when they need it most. 7-1 on the scoreboard. The comeback of Lakia may have been seriously understated when he made it back into a tier 1 team. Killjoy in the last map, happy to run in 1v2s, use his ult immediately and clutch out, but then you put him back on the duelist, and you almost miss it. If it wasn't for Texture, he'd probably be playing it on any other team. This guy is so damn good. 9-3, top of the board. And Sentinels at the moment, they just don't have an answer. They're coming back in, winning that fight. So there almost has to be a response. Mid-control.
You say I own you.
It sounds like it. Mid-control has not been something that we've seen too much for. He hits the most disgusting headshot with an operator, and then just peeks through the Viper screen to kill the last. The guy has no fear whatsoever.
Whoa, nice.
I'm off a solo, we've already mentioned. Instead, he...
History for Korean Valorant as Gen G 13-3 Sentinels, an absolute demolition of America's #1. They booked their spot in the grand final, and anyone who faces them moving forward will be terrified of these new names. Players like Meteor, Texture, Karen. Unbelievable performances from every one of these players. 3 rounds for Sentinels, Tom. How is that even possible?
I don't think they're going to be playing Breeze much throughout the rest of the tournament, I'll be honest with you. And they'll go into the best of 5. That's the thing, though. There is still
low. The time is running out, and now.
And it's a delayed fight, honestly. At 1 minute, who can really call it? This is it, the damage now, finally. Bullets peppering through, and blind as a bat does not matter for Kawazine. There needs to be the response, and it's there. PaperX coming out swinging. Heads have been found here, straight to the cranium. The shots, that's a little bit messy. Still, the job getting done. QCK, last one standing. Players are weak, walking right into him, but he instant trade. And so a pistol round for PaperX, a highlight. In the smoke, flash around the corner, but it's an empty site. Fully evacuated. Wall up. This is cheeky. Divine now has to get a move on, pushing forwards. QCK half on the board, finds the first kill. 1 versus 1. Can he win it? To gamble! He's has he got it? Time just about. And that's from that half he got prior. Holy! What a clutch from QCK.
Through as an A split, even though they're not throwing utility, but there's people splitting it, absolutely ruins this defense. The small adjustments that they make are lovely, but I feel like we've seen this team evolve over the course of this tournament.
They have, yeah.
I'm completely sure that Alex is telling the truth when he says that when they came into this, they were only looking for 1 win. And I was watching them in kickoff, and frankly, I wasn't that impressed with what I was seeing from Paper.
No, it was very slapdash, you know.
Because Lauda playing this composition, oh my god, what a shot. Because Lauda playing the comp without the Sentinels that doesn't place the fires.
And it's making it more than difficult, damn difficult. Have on a defuse, might make a difference. PaperX, Mindfreak, going forwards, right click, away. An absolute bundle differential, something running, a mockery. Straight through main. Plenty of time available to them. Beautiful, flawless with the execution of that one. This is essentially, perhaps, maybe over-aggressive, but they're not expecting it still. They've sucked up that space right back away from them. Sadak, the sole survivor of a position in the tree, lays down the nade, but there's no follow-up. Flash now to re-peek. It's a nice one, at least to try and cook up on the fly, but PaperX are online. Dallas essentially.
Yeah. But that's a great punish onto Forsaken. Unless choosing to try to take the aggressive option, not caught by any of that retake utility. It was perfect. Les and Kawazine stepping up for Lau.
Yeah, and now
Smoke up towards top mid. Not enough players in mid to dominate those sight lines. And so there's a kerfuffle that happens over there that PaperX come out, I guess, to the good. And Sadak's trying to make it fake like it's happening over towards A, and the PaperX players just peek. The more mess that's involved here, the more I think you start playing towards PaperX's strengths. That area of the...
And the fight rolling from the committed. You're not getting away with that one yet. Tried to TP to evacuate and escape the IS. Still after shock. Plenty of util left. Where that come from? Mindfreak. 2 on the table now. 2 left to go. Dropping down. Knows they're not on it. Peeking through. Another tap. Will force Mindfreak out into the open. Kawazine really seeking to deny this one. Not half! Running him down! Mindfreak performs magic before our bloody eyes. And the fight rolling from the committed.
There's only 8 teams here. Sure, 8 of the top teams. Look at this, another boost play coming out from PaperX.
Oh! It's disgusting.
They were innovating with that over towards A, and they do it again. Very reminiscent of when they first brought out the Sage comp on Pearl. Means they made it to playoffs, but when there's
stick it and trust that they could potentially just hold down the angle. The Kawazine in that.